Um, we have sad news in the world of rock and roll music. Tina Turner has just passed. She was 83 years old, and She was born in America, but then she moved over to Switzerland and would live out the rest of her life there. Um, she was a Swiss singer, dancer, actress, and author, and she's widely referred to by her stage by another name, Queen of Rock and Roll. And she rose to prominence as the lead singer of the Ike and Tina Turner Revue before launching a career as a successful solo artist. Um, Now, Tina Turner began her career with Ike Turner's Kings of Rhythm in 1957. At the time, she used a different name, Little Ann, and she appeared on her first record album, Box Top, in 1958. In 1960, she debuted as Tina Turner with the hit song "A Fool in Love." Now, the duo Ike and Tina Turner became one of the most formidable acts in history. Um, they released hit songs such as "It's Gonna Work Out Fine," um, "River Deep Mountain High," "Proud Mary," and "Nutbush City Limits" before they broke up in 1976. Um, Now, in the 1980s, Turner had launched one of the greatest comebacks in music history as a solo performer. Her 1984 multi-platinum album "Private Dancer" contained the hit song "What's Love Got to Do with It," which won the Grammy Award for Record of the Year and became her first and only number one song on the Hot Billboard 100 chart. At the age of 44, she was the oldest female solo artist to hit the top 100. Her chart success continued with "Better Be Good to Me," "Private Dancer," "We Don't Need Another Hero" from the movie Mad Max, "Typical Male," "The Best," "I Don't Want to Fight," and "Goldeneye." And during her break every world tour in 1988, she had set a Guinness Book of World Records for the largest paying audience, 180,000, just for a solo performance. Now, Turner also dabbled in acting. She appeared in the films Tommy, 1975, and Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome in 1985. In 1993, "What's Love Got to Do with It," a biographical film adapted from her autobiography, "I, Tina, My Story," was released. In 2009, Turner had retired from touring and singing, um, and after she completed her Tina 50th anniversary tour, which is the 15th highest grossing tour of the 2000s. In 2018, she became the subject of the jukebox musical Tina. Um, having sold over 100 million records worldwide, Tina Turner is one of the best-selling recording artists of all time. She basically won 12 Grammy Awards, which include 8 competitive awards, the Grammy Hall of Fame Awards, and a Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award. She was the first black artist and first woman to be on the cover of Rolling Stone, and Rolling Stone ranked her among the 100 greatest artists of all time and the 100 greatest singers of all time. Now, Turner also had a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame and the St. Louis Walk of Fame. She was twice inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Once when she sang with Ike and Tina Turner in 1981, and as a solo artist in 2021. She was also a chosen five recipient of the Kennedy Center Honors and Woman of the Year Award. Now, Turner basically died following a long battle with illness. It's an undisclosed illness, basically. Um, she was born in Brownsville, Tennessee, and she was born Anna Mae Bullock on November 26, 1939. She was the youngest daughter of a guy named Floyd Richard Bullock and her mother Zelma. Um, the family lived in the nearby rural unincorporated community of Nutbush, Tennessee, where her father worked as an overseer of the sharecroppers at Poindexter Farm on Highway 180, and she later recalled picking cotton with her family at an early age. When she participated in the PBS series African American Lives 2 with Henry Louis Gates Jr., he shared her genealogical DNA test estimates, which she was predominantly African American, approximately 33% European, and only 1% Native American. And previously, she believed she had a significant amount of Native American ancestry. Now, Tina Turner had two older sisters, Evelyn and Ruby. Um, and Ruby was a songwriter in her own right. She's also the first cousin, once removed, of a blues singer, Eugene Bridges. When Tina was a young kid, She and her two of her sisters were separated when their parents relocated to Knoxville, Tennessee, to work at a defense facility for World War II. Now Bullock went to stay with her strict religious grandparents, um, Alex and Roxana Bullock, who were deacon and deaconess of the Woodlawn Missionary Baptist Church. Um, After the war, the sisters reunited with their parents and moved with them to Knoxville. Now, 2 years later, the family would return to Nutbush to live in the Flag Grove community, where Tina attended Flag Grove Elementary School from first grade up until the eighth. Um, now Tina Turner got her start in music by singing in the church choir when she was 11 years old. Her mother Zelma ran off without warning, seeking freedom from her abusive relationship with Floyd by relocating to St. Louis in 1950. Now, 2 years after her mother left the family, her father married another woman and moved to Detroit in 1952. Now, 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 Tina Turner, who was born Anna Mae Bullock, and so her sisters, they were all sent to live with their maternal grandmother, Georgiana Curry, in Brownsville, Tennessee. Tina stated in her autobiography that her parents had not loved her and she wasn't wanted. Now, Zelma, her mother, had planned to leave Floyd but stayed once she became pregnant, and she was a very young woman who didn't want another kid, Tina had recalled. Now, when Tina Turner was younger, she worked as a domestic worker for the Henderson family, and she was at the Henderson house when she was notified that her half sister Evelyn had died in a car accident alongside her cousins Margaret and Bella. Um, Now, Tina Turner described herself as a professed tomboy because she joined the cheerleading squad and the basketball team at Carver High School in Brownsville, and she socialized every chance she got. When Tina was 16, her grandmother had died, so she went to live with her mother in St. Louis. And she graduated from high school in 1958. After her graduation, she worked as a nurse's aide at Barnes Jewish Hospital before making it big as a singer. In 1957, Tina Turner and her sister began to frequent nightclubs in St. Louis and the east part of St. Louis, and she first saw Ike Turner perform with his band, the Kings of Rhythm, at the Manhattan Club in East St. Louis. And Tina was so impressed by his talent, recalling that she almost went into a trance just watching him play. And she asked Turner to let her sing in his band, despite the fact that few women had ever sung with him. Now, Ike said that he would call her, but never did. But one night in 1957, she got a hold of the microphone from Kings of Rhythm drummer Eugene Washington during an intermission, and she sang the BB King blues ballad, "I Know You Know I Love You." Upon hearing her sing that song, Turner asked if she knew more songs, and she sang the rest of the night and became a featured vocalist with his band. Now, during this time period, he taught her the finer points of vocal control and how to perform her music. Um, Now, Tina Turner's first record was in 1958 under the name Little Ann on the single Box Top, and she is credited as a vocalist on the record alongside Ike and the fellow Kings of Rhythm singer Carlson Oliver. Um, Now, in 1960, Ike Turner had wrote the song "I Fall in Love" for singer Art Lattiser, but Tina was to sing background with Lattiser's backing vocalist. Um, but Lattiser failed to show up for the recording session at Technosonic Studios. So since Turner had already paid for the studio time, Tina suggested that she sing the lead on the song, and Ike decided to use her to record a demo with the intention of erasing her vocals and adding Lattiser's at a later date. Now, when the song I Fall in Love was released in 1960, it reached number 2 on the Hot R&B side chart and number 27 on the Billboard Hot 100s. And then she did gain some mainstream success in 1966 with other songs that she did, like the song River Deep Mountain High, was released in 1966. Um, and then Ike and Tina would split up in 1976. Um, what brought the downfall of the band and the relationship was in the 1970s. Ike was heavily addicted to cocaine, which hindered his relationship with Tina. And now in 1976, they headlined at the Waldorf Astoria in New York and signed a television deal with CBS TV. Now Ike's plan was to leave the United Artists Records so that he could sign a 5-year deal with Cream Records for $150,000 per year, and that deal was to be signed on July 5th. And now on July 1st, Tina and Ike flew from Los Angeles to Dallas, where they had a gig at the downtown Dallas Statler Hilton. Now they got into a physical altercation en route to the hotel. Sorry. Now, shortly after arriving at the hotel, Tina Turner fled from Ike with only 36 cents to her name and a mobile card, and she hid at the Ramada Inn across the freeway. Just a few weeks later, she filed for divorce, and it was finalized the following year. Now, after divorcing Ike, she did remarry again to a guy named Irwin, and that was the guy she was married to. He was a white guy. Now, Better Be Good to Me and Private Dancer, they didn't make number 1, but they got into the top 10. But it's just saying that she also died just from a long illness. Some of these movies I've never heard of. I did hear about Mad Max, but I've never seen it. She doesn't have a whole lot of acting roles listed, but obviously there is IMDb pages that you can look up. But it's just sad that we just lost a great talent, Tina Turner. She was 83, but that's a good long life to live. And I was actually just getting off of work at my other job, before that was even before when I got in the car I saw that, and I'm like, okay, but I'm like, oh wow. I was like, oh, she just died. I'm like, my mom's like, who? I said, Tina Turner. And I'm like, holy shit. But she was such a great talent, and she's going to be missed. And I do have her movie that they made about her called What's Love Got to Do with It, which is a great movie in itself, and it's well worth the watch if you like that stuff. But yep. So if you like the video, you can give the video a like and subscribe to my channel, R.i.p. King. You can also hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified when a new video comes out. And if you want to support my work even further, you can donate to my Patreon link, which you can find in the About section of YouTube. And for just as little as a few bucks a video or a month, your donation can help go a long way. And thanks for listening.